You know that God promises to help you with temptation? 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13 says, "No temptation has overtaken you except such as is common to man. But God is faithful, who will not allow you to be tempted beyond what you are able to bear, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that you may be able to bear it." Temptation is that appeal to break God's laws. It's that appeal to meet a temporary need that leads you into long-term regret. Temptation is an appeal sometimes to accomplish a good thing in the wrong way. It's good to know this about temptation. It says it's common to man. Everybody is tempted. Temptation is to be expected. Even after you get saved, temptation doesn't go away. Sometimes it gets worse. Think about this. Even Jesus Christ was tempted. Don't be discouraged because you're being tempted. But recognize this. God doesn't promise to remove the temptation from you, but He does promise to give you the grace to say no. But God is faithful. Not us in our strength, but God is faithful, who will with the temptation make a way to escape that you may be able to bear it. God's going to give you the ability to say no to temptation. Think about Joseph. He was a young man. He had been through a lot, and yet he was being tempted by an older, seductive woman to commit sexual sin. Think about him. He was a young man with hormones, natural urges and desires. He'd been through a lot of bad things, and so he kind of had an excuse to please himself. He was in a position where by making her happy, it would probably make his life more enjoyable. And she kept tempting him day after day after day. But the scripture says eventually Joseph just left his garment in her hands and ran out of the room. He got out of there. Now think about it. If that young man had the ability to say no to temptation, God gave him the grace to say no. God can give you the grace to say no. Realize God is able to give you all the grace you need to face anything you're going to face today. Trust Him.